Happy Wednesday. Excuse me. Happy 11/11. It is November 11. So yesterday, the 10th, is sort of notorious for being one of the difficult days. Sort of, I think this stretch at the sort of like middle to end of week 2, because you are coming off of that the like adrenaline rush from the first week of Nano, and you're sort of like the energy begins to wane a bit. I think probably around the middle of the month, you get sort of like another shot of adrenaline because you're like, oh, it's the middle of the month and I still have X to do. And then, of course, you get the last minute, like, cram sessions at the end of the month. But I think sort of like we're in that, I don't even know what you would call it, because I don't think it's doldrums, but just that sort of like the valley instead of the peaks of energy. I only wrote about 1,000 words yesterday, so I have some words to make up today. If I want to keep the buffer as big as I currently have it, because I do have a buffer. I am past the 20K mark. So there's that. So I'm, I think, like 2 or 3 days ahead. But it is sort of like really, I'm kind of frustrated at myself because I really thought I would be drafting this Nano. And so to like realize that I'm not drafting, that I'm still building characters, I'm still world building and everything, when I thought that I had concluded that phase. So I think the reality versus expectations, like meeting, and realizing that I still have a lot of world building to do, a lot of characters to sort of set out. And like, that's not my normal thing, is I usually do the characters last. But with this series, since I am intending it to be a paranormal romance, like the characters and who they pair up with and that kind of thing is kind of important. So it's not really like the Project Gray that I was doing, because there's not really a great deal of romance in there. There's like a smidgen maybe, but it's really not very prevalent at all. And so it's taking me a lot longer to world build this than I anticipated. But I think that's probably like the story of writing in general, is like, oh yeah, this takes a lot longer than we thought. Plus I did the comparison thing, and I went and I looked up the writing routine for the particular author that kind of inspired or like lit a fuse for this particular project. And she fast drafts in like 3 or 4 weeks, an entire novel. And then she just like goes through piece by piece, and she goes through it a bunch of times. As she said, she likes to look at it as threads. And so each time she goes through, she weaves the story a little bit tighter. And so I'm like, but I guess the good news is she sometimes does chronological. She sometimes doesn't. She just does whatever she feels like in the day. And so I'm like, all right, well, so, no real structure that I could imitate, kind of like one of Kate Kavanaugh's, I tried writing like videos, but I don't know. So I'm just kind of in a very, I think, distracted mindset today. I'm hoping to kind of brush the cobwebs out and get some more of this world building done. That way I feel like I'm closer to the drafting phase. But I think this Nano is just like, I will get the word count for sure. But I'm not drafting. So I guess I'm now firmly in the rebel camp. Anyway, Devin, howdy, how are you? I did ask, how are we on this 11/11? Petra says, hello. We are the Twin Tails. Says, I have been better. Hopefully things are about to turn around. I hope so too. Yes, 11/11. you still have your adrenaline rush. Well, CB, you have the word count to keep you adrenaline fueled for forever, I think. Laura Dreams Big. Hello, how are you? CB says, despite writing the hardest scenes in the story right now. Ooh, that's good. I like that. You are still behind, just barely past 10K. That is okay, though. Everything that we are doing is good. And that's sort of like, I'm trying to shift into that mindset of like progress is progress. It's really hard, though. Like, I mean, I don't have any advice for like what actually kicks me into that mindset. I just have to kind of muddle my way into it. And maybe some of it is like talking out loud to myself and to y'all and being like, hey, we need to get into this mindset. And then if I repeat it enough, maybe my brain will listen to me. Hopefully. CB says, I have at least a 14-day buffer. Ooh, nice. Elizabeth says, I need all the motivation I can get. I technically do not have to finish grading these papers until next week, but should do them now so you don't bury yourself under the paper mountain. Yes, paper mountain is not a good place to be. So yes, you should be grading those today. So maybe like do part of the stream as grading and then do part of it as fun writing if you want. Maybe that should be a thing. Yeah. So I'm still looking at my tarot cards for inspiration for the characters, for setting and things like that. And since I have characters that are going to be able to talk to elementals, I'm looking for sort of elemental associations as well. So there's that. So the card that I'm working on at the moment is the Strength card. Let's see if I can get it to focus. And so for this, she is sort of surrounded by birds, and so there's an element of air in there. And then the Leo, the lion, is of course fire. So yeah. So there'll be sort of like the elemental association with this particular card. So I would know that. And so I might be thinking that, okay, well, she's got ginger hair. So do I have a lack of ginger characters in my story? Do I need another ginger? If not, I can at least take the curl from her hair and change her hair color up and whatnot. And so, and some of the, because I've been doing this with this particular deck, a lot of the sort of like the cards with birds on them are related to a particular family that I'm building. And so then I'll go in and I will try and figure out what this character's association with that family is. Is this going to be a sibling? Is this going to be a cousin? Or, you know, maybe an illegitimate child? Like somehow weave this character in. And so when I go back and I look at the lion, it has horns. And so I am creating this story where there are genetically modified shapeshifters, but there are sort of like the regular ones. See if I can get myself back in focus at all. And then I have the chimeras, which are going to be a blend of several different, I think that's worse. I don't know. We'll just let it be. And then maybe eventually it will go back. So yeah, so I'm trying to do that. And so like I'm trying to get inspiration for the characters, for the settings, for the elements that the characters will be using and things like that. And so it's been really helpful. It's been surprisingly great at figuring out things. And so like I just yesterday figured out another key element for another sort of like clue thing that I'm going to be inserting. So I've been really excited to world build with this. But yeah, so I'm I've given up. I'm not going to be drafting like the majority of this story like I thought I was going to be. I am firmly still like world building the hell out of this story. So yeah. But that is kind of where I am at today. CB says, I should have done clarinet today. I will do it later. Yay for dawdling. Sorry. Yes. CB says, what about doing 10 papers and then writing for 20 minutes? That's a good idea too. Kaylin, hello. You're really excited to do writing sprints today because you've been moving along slowly because the scene you're writing is a bit plain and you like the scene before where you had interesting stuff happen. Gotcha. Becca is here. Hello. Welcome. Morgan is here. Hello. Yes. The strength card is very nice, but the positioning that I got when I originally pulled it was reversed, so I have to think about how I want to play with it. But I love the cards. So you've been looking into tarot cards as well because one of your characters is a part-time tarot reader, or just that's one of the things. Yes. Heather is here. Hello. Yes, thanks for the vote of confidence, but you could use at least 15 minutes on each paper. They've written a 3-page analysis of an article. Yeah. Check the citations first, because you know that's like where they're going to mess up. Ayana says, hello. Since tarot cards are a part of your book, each character is assigned a tarot card close to the start of Act 2 through a sequence of events. Ooh, that sounds fun. Becca says, I had to stop drafting and switch to world building as well. You really thought you could finish a draft, but certain elements of the world just weren't there yet. Yeah. And that's kind of like, I realized that I was missing a whole lot of stuff still. So, and Irene says, hey, not feeling great, but we'll join for a couple of sprints. You've done a couple of sprints already. Excellent. Well, let's keep us on that train. And we are going to set up the timer. And I think I've been enjoying the slightly longer sprints. I've been getting a decent chunk of work done with the Pomodoro length. So that's what we're going to do today. If you need a shorter sprint to get you started, feel free to go get a snack, walk around, stretch, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Let's get this set up correctly. Cool. All right, so make sure that if you have been working already this morning, you save your document. Do not let the software or the technology gremlins eat your words. Save it frequently and often. I'm going to put our little reminder ticker up. The S's: save the document, stretch, sip your drink, and grab a snack if you need one. Remember the S's. All right, and we are going to go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I got 947 that time, which is great. I mean, the words are coming easily, but a lot of it is just me asking myself questions. And then, so it's kind of stream of consciousness writing for my world building. That's how I've always sort of like gotten my ideas down. But some ideas are being solidified. So I'm happy with that. But I've got 947, which is a great start. How'd we do? Paget Farmer arrived. Hello. Heather was saying, I want to write some fiction, but you are on a deadline. You've got a nonfiction piece that you need to get done, but you want to write a short story about a certain character you started working on months ago. Sometimes those characters just stick in your brain and they're like, write me. So yes, for some reason you thought this started an hour later. That's probably because my Sunday streams are at 2 rather than at 1. So I pushed my weekend back an hour. So that's probably what you're remembering. CB got 381. Nice. Yay. Nairi got 521, and you enjoyed the bit that you were writing. Yay. That is always awesome. Elizabeth says, realized I didn't really know the article that they analyzed, so you wrote your own analysis. Started on that one, though. Excellent. Yeah, sometimes looking at an article you have to do your own analysis before you can go like, are you sure? Like, did you support these ideas enough? Type of thing. Yeah. So Kaylin, I was able to get to 675 words and made yourself some green tea. Excellent. That is awesome. CB says, as Bruce said, that I will see my favorite picture of Pepper and I break. Yes. Yes, it is. It's fantastic. So I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's maybe because I had been handwriting for quite a while in October, and so then switching back to digital, I'm like, oh yeah, I can go way faster. But it's also because it's stream of consciousness. There's not a whole lot of forethought into grammar, not a structure of things. I'm just writing. So yeah. But yeah. You made some plans for brownie making after the stream. I like those plans. Those plans sound fantastic. Yeah. I can polish off a whole thing of brownies by myself if I need to. Luckily, my mom usually helps me with those. But yes. And we had, during the first lockdown, the local store stopped shipping in their brownies. Like, they didn't have any boxes of brownies in their warehouses. So we were out of brownies for a while. So that was not good. But mom did, when they finally got them back in, she got 5 boxes. So we are stockpiled with brownies in case we have to go back into lockdown mode. So yeah. Poor Tony and Pepper. Yes. And Laura Nettle says, brownies. Maybe I should bake today. Absolutely, you should bake today. Yes. I have a plan. Mom grew a whole bunch of sweet potatoes, and so she got the first bit of the harvest. And there was a massive sweet potato. And so I baked that one last night, baked it and mashed it. And so I'm going to be doing an experiment, I guess, to make sweet potato bites. So I'm planning to, now that they've been mashed and cooled, planning to roll them into little balls and then roll them into sugar and cinnamon and then bake them again as little bite forms. So that's going to be my evening. We're going to call them part of dinner, but they're really going to be dessert. Just disguising that as dinner because, Your problem is crisps or chips. Yes, I eat everything pretty much. So yeah. Same. What a catastrophe. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. That too. You did an online grocery shop during the last sprint. Hey, we're all thinking about food already. It does sound delicious. Yes. And I have ordered, I've been thinking about trying to make my own because there was a pub or tavern near the school that I used to work at that had these delicious sweet potato bites. I think theirs had been fried though. So I'm going to try to maybe make it slightly healthier. Maybe. I don't know. All right. We are about to start our next sprint. So let me set this up to make sure that we have everything showing correctly. This will be the second sprint. Yes. Okay, cool. Petra got some barbecue chips and read for a bit from what you wrote last session. Heather did some research, checked the website for the short story, and that was your reward. Now you've also been wanting to bake. Yes. Kaylin says it's almost 10 p.m. for you, and you're happy with it, that you've written a whole whopping 3K today. Yay! That is awesome. That is awesome. Managed to get a gluten-free pepperoni pizza. Is it a cauliflower crust? Cauliflower crust. Say that 10 times fast. Yes, fried. I like fried. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready for the next sprint. Remember to save your document. Remember to get something to hydrate with. I have water that I need to be drinking a little bit of. Stretch if you need to, grab a snack, all that kind of fun stuff. We're getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. I did not calculate how far ahead I was. So what is my number? Okay. Yeah, guess so. Okay, I got over 1,000 that sprint, which is awesome. So that was 1,131. I don't know what is going on, y'all. Like well, yeah, I do. The number of red squiggly like typo lines tells me I'm not taking as much time. I'm just trying to like stream of consciousness, just bleh, ideas on the screen to world build. I had some inklings of an idea for this. One of those ideas sort of contradicts a world rule that I was trying to build. So I've got to figure out what else it could mean then. Or if it's an exception to a rule, which I don't really want to do. But so I'm trying to figure out some other things. But yeah, so I'm doing great, essentially. So yeah. CB is saying need to make dinner. Kai says now I'm craving green tea. CB went to get more Pepsi Max from the fridge and discovered you have none left. Oh no! And also had noodles for lunch. Hey, nice. Or for dinner, excuse me. Stop Motion Life, hello, welcome. How are you doing? CB says I'm going to run around to the shop real quick and get more Pepsi Max. You are 6K words behind schedule. Well, hopefully you can make at least some of that up if you want to today. You could also use these as productivity sprints for other things in your life, but that's okay. Kaylin says, I did some outlining for an important upcoming chapter. Didn't write much. You got around 200 words. That is okay. If you feel like your brain is more in order, or at least the outline for the upcoming chapter is more in order, because my brain is never in order. It's just never. Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but I've had several really, really good days. So I'm hoping it continues. Yes. I know, like that's very rare, and I'm super excited about it. And I think this might be like 6 months of live streaming. Like I think was October. October was a 6 month, and so I feel like just writing more in general has helped get my numbers up. Of course, I have some of those days that are like really bad, but so Kai got 274. Excellent. Nairi got 552. Not too bad. Struggled a bit more this time. Sometimes that happens. Yes. Princessa, hello. Happy 11/11. Nice. Got a phone call and then poof, the sprint was over. Yes. I'm crushing it. I don't know. It's just I'm doing really good. So I'm super excited about that. But it does help to have the tarot cards as sort of like inspiration for figuring out setting, figuring out characters. At the moment, I'm trying to figure out, because it is supposed to be a paranormal romance, I'm trying to figure out the jewelry that is going to be sort of like an indicator of the mating bond, and whether or not I want that to be like made out of some sort of special material that can like follow the shapeshifters like as they shift shape. So like, because their clothing is not going to. So, but that means that the material for the jewelry that indicates a mating bond has to be some sort of special material. And so I'm trying to figure out how that would come about. Just as sort of like a world building weird thing. But anyway, so is it Brick 3 or Bryce? Hello. Tell me what, I'm not really sure if this is supposed to be Bryce or Brick. So apologies, but hello and welcome. Heather says, didn't actually get much done because your mom duty started early today. The hurricane is skirting your area. His school closed early, plus no school tomorrow either. Stay safe. Cross my fingers. Good vibes your way. All that. Grace, hello. Welcome. We are about to start another sprint. In fact, I need to probably adjust which timer we're going to because I would like to do another 25, or if y'all are interested, we could do the longer one. We could do a 30-minute. Are you guys interested in a 25 or a 30-minute? Let me know. Kelly got 508 words of discovery writing. Yay. Nice. Stop Motion says, I have 2 hours to get as many words as I can. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. Yukimiko, hello. You only wrote on the 1st of November so far, so you are still 3,000 words ahead of schedule. Wow. But each sprint you tried today, it was just around 100 words. Is your brain empty now? I don't know. I mean, if you were still 3,000 words ahead, that would put you, I think that would put you about the 25 mark, 25K mark. So that means that your brain did a whole lot of work on November 1. So it could be a process of like getting your brain back into things. And your brain could also be in the background trying to work out like plot holes and editing and all that kind of stuff. So you might just have to like visualize yourself turning the inner editor off and just stream of consciousness. Getting tired, time for more coffee. Yes, I had 2 cups this morning because I needed it. Neglected to say earlier that you recorded some for your podcast. Hey, also have to work on that. Yes. Okay, and it is Bryce. Just wanted to make sure. So 25 votes Stop Motion. Elizabeth votes longer. Bryce votes longer. 25, 25, 25. Okay, so looks like everybody is sort of, not everybody, but the majority of people are doing would like to do 25s. Okay, just after I said that, you saw an itsy bitsy spider crawling up the wall next to your desk. Okay, I thought you were saying that there was an itsy bitsy spider like somewhere in my screen. I was like, okay, all right, so we will do a 25. So let me adjust. And find where it is. Okay. All right. So make sure that you save your document if you've already been working. Take a stretch break if you need one. Make sure you are hydrating and get a snack if you need to fuel your brain. We're getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So, that sprint, I got 805 words, which is great. That's awesome. Okay, so yes, so Thursday, I don't normally stream on, Kaylin was asking, but there are a lot of streams on Thursday, and Devin can confirm this. A lot of people on Thursdays. So Heather streams on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And Devin said, Thursday is the busiest night for streams. A few weeks ago, you saw 9 happening at the same time, which is crazy. Nana is here. Hello, welcome. Nikki is here as well, and Nikki B as well. Hello. Aces English says, what's up, Nano Ninjas? How are you? CB made it back in time. I am assuming that you have gotten your Pepsi. So, yes, Nano Ninjas, I love it, says Nikki. Heather wants to know if Aces English is associated with the Aces Editing Association. Jay is here. Hello. Some familiar faces to you. That's good. Always fun. How'd y'all do during that sprint? Oh, there it goes. I think it finally popped up. So Bryce got 563. Excellent. Becca says, working on some side projects now. Not sure what the word count is. That is fine. Is this for your super secret project? Need to get my word order correct. Jordan is here. Hello. Welcome. Yes, your Southern American friend. I am definitely from the South. CB is here. Hello. Again, why was that a surprise? I think it's because you just got back, but I just read that. I don't know. I think maybe the coffee is wearing off. Kaylin said, I got a good 688 words. Excellent. It's getting late here. My brain is tiring out, but you're happy at how much you got in. Yay. Did 2 homework questions. Nice. And Aces English says, Aces is American Cultural English School, which is the English school in Brazil. Ooh, good to know. I love how acronyms can mean different things. So we just get used to the acronyms and what they mean in our particular jargon. So it's kind of fun to discover what the acronyms mean for other people. So Kelly got 492. Excellent. Yay. CB says, I appreciate that, Roddy, but it's too late. We need to face the truth. Tony and I are done. I'm going back to work for my godfather. Everything is all arranged. Uh-oh, they're splitting up again. Becca says, I'm actually going to film a few forgotten female fictions. Yay! That'll be exciting to watch. I'm excited. Heather says, petted the dog, got coffee, talked to the hubby, did a bit of research for the nonfiction project. Yay! Bryce has 28,000 in total, but that's because you picked back up an unfinished book for NaNoWriMo. So you are also on the Rebel train then. Elizabeth says, proud of myself. I sipped some tea, grabbed a sausage, and stretched your back. Yay! All the extra things that we need to do. Good on you for remembering that. And CB says, sausage. Yes. Yukimiko says, I have 374 and finished the darn song and prophecy. Yeah! Congrats. Those can be very, very tough. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes left before the top of the hour. So I think what I will do is I will set up the 10-minute timer. And during these 10 minutes, I am going to pop links or chats that are for streams that are going to be happening later today. So feel free. This is your last, it's a much shorter sprint. So see just how much you can get done in these 10 minutes. Okay. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. That is the end of that sprint. So how did we do? I think I wrote another, put me in 200. So I wrote another 150 words during the last 5 minutes, which is not bad. So what did I get? I don't even know. My grand total, let's calculate that. Would be 2,092 words for the stream. Somehow that seems like it's not right, because it's not, because I forgot to add in the first sprint. That's what that was. Yeah, so that would be 3,039, which makes a lot more sense based on just eyeballing the numbers. So yeah, that was awesome. It's a great sprint session streams. So make sure, now that we are done with the sprints, save your document. Make sure that you keep all your words. And how did everybody do? So yes, that was a very fast 10-minute sprint. Jay got 188 for that quick sprint. Ace's English got 190, and Bryce got 191. Very nice. Nope, sorry. Mix that up. Bryce got 197. Kai got 191. There we go. Yes. Okay, so there are quite a few streams that you can go to today. There are several that I posted up. So Mallory, I've just discovered their channel recently, but Mallory streams every weekday from like 10 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern, and I think 2 parts. So the channel link is there. And then I Got a Blank Page is doing Climb the Ladder sprints starting at 4 p.m. today. Charlie Dorset has a birthday stream today, so make sure that at 7 p.m. you head over and wish Charlie a very happy birthday. And that's again at 7, so a little later than Charlie's normal stream. Ooh, okay, so Laura says there is a shady company, like a CEO person that makes pillows. My Pillows, yes, who's apparently doing very shady things that we do not like. Divided by Sight is doing a stream tonight at 8 p.m. and I'm not entirely sure if she might be making a cheesecake as well, because there was cheesecake baking pictures on the thumbnail, so I'm kind of excited to see if we have cheesecake that I'm jealous of. And so Laura is not going to be streaming tonight as her usual. She is instead going to be restarting your StreamYard hours restart tomorrow, which means that you will be back for your normal next week. Word Nerds also has a write-in at 8 p.m. today. And Brittany Wang is going to be streaming with some friends starting at 9:15 today. Meadow has a stream at 11 p.m. Eastern. And so Devin is coming to the rescue with some more links for us. Sherry is going to be streaming at 7 as well. And Savvy has the sleepover stream at 10 p.m. And Camille Myrick is going to be streaming at 8. And Becca is going to be streaming at 5:30 today. How did I miss that? I missed it. Oh no. But that will be a fun thing to go to as well. Have I ever heard of the series called Yugo? Yes. So I never watched it when it was airing in time, but I was aware of it. Yes. So Maiga Vidal is also streaming at the moment. Cool. Okay, so you can head over there if you want. So yes. So there are quite a few streams that you can go to for the rest of the day. And Jay is offering, if you want, I can start up a stream again. So you might as well. I mean, there are other streams, but you might as well. Go ahead if you want. So Princessa says, hey, Laura. Meadow moved her stream to 10 p.m. Okay, so it's not 11 p.m., it's 10 p.m. Same time as Savvy's. So Punky Sai, hello. You can also search YouTube for NaNoWriMo or Writing Sprints and then filter by live to see who is on. Yes, that is also true. Got some work done for your editing-related nonfiction project? Yay! You're welcome. All right, and in case you are new here, my name is Jules. I'm the Dawdling Writer, and I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern, in my effort to not dawdle. And I have been really excited by my word counts the last couple of streams. So I'm still world building. I'm apparently firmly in the rebel camp at the moment. Because I am not drafting. I am world building a stream of consciousness, trying to figure out how the world works in this new story world. That is apparently going to be much bigger and much more involved than I originally planned for, but that's okay. I will love it anyway. All right, again, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see y'all next time. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of this Wednesday. Happy writing.